Hi, MIT engineers made a really simple setup that collects water from the air. In the middle of a desert without any electricity needed, they are using a hydrogel panel that can absorb water from the air. During night, the air gets cold and relative humidity drops. This hydrogel panel have lithium chloride in it, which is a salt that absorbs water. And to maximize its efficiency, they made an origami-shaped structure for the hydrogel. After capturing the water, it physically gets bigger, and then the next day when the sun hits it, the hydrogel gets hotter up to 70 degrees Celsius. Then the water in it starts evaporating. Our hydrogel panel is surrounded by this glass box. The evaporated water condenses on the glass and then drops down and you can collect it. With a relatively small setup, they have shown that you can collect up to 160 milliliters of water in a day. Yes, it is not much, but it is not small. There's lots of places in Earth that you might not have a fresh water resource. Also, you might not have the budget for an electricity too. So this setup is really brilliant. It just works thanks to physics. You know, you can actually do a similar setup yourself too. In most places, the relative humidity changes during day and night switch. If you set a plastic sheet outside, it can collect water during day and night cycles. Of course, you are going to see less water in it, maybe a couple of droplets, but this new hydrogel setup is really efficient. Since it involves salts, its main job is to collect water from the air. There's also electrified options out there. If you have access to electricity or you can install some solar panels, you might look for other options too, but those machines use lots of electricity and they are very costly, so this new research can really help people. These hydrogel panels are easy to produce, not by yourself of course, but they can be mass produced in factories and they are very cheap to produce. There are a couple of things to consider. Since this is distilled water, for short-term drinking it's fine, but for long-term drinking your body is going to need other minerals, so you might need to mineralize your water afterwards with mineral tablets or other drinking filters. The hydrogel itself gets through lots of heat cycles thanks to sun. Getting up to 70 degrees Celsius, 99% of bacteria cannot live on that surface. But the glass box itself might need some periodic cleaning, just to be safe for long-term usage. They say this hydrogel panel has an expected lifespan of 1 year, so you might need to replace it every year. Also, the hydrogel itself needs to be produced with high quality. The lithium chloride salt in it does not leave the hydrogel structure, and they added glycerol to make sure it doesn't leave it. But if you have some faulty equipment and if you see some salt leakage into the water, the lithium chloride can cause some health problems if it gets into your water. But in this research, they made a really good structure to keep it safe. Overall, I think this is a really good technology. I think this is really going to help people. What do you think about it? Are you surprised that this kind of technology exists? Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more interesting tech news, please subscribe and thank you for listening.